Joining us now is Alicia, and she is the founder and CEO of Clasp. Welcome to the show. How are you, Alicia?
I'm great, thanks. Thank you so much for having me, Donna.
I lost a very special charm bracelet when I was in, oh my gosh, high school. It was my like megaphone, my cheerleading megaphone, and I was so sad. I went to the pizza parlor. I looked for. I still, I still look. It's been like 45 years later. I keep thinking maybe somehow I'm gonna find it. What was your inspiration for creating this brand?
Thank you so much for asking. For me, it was not about losing something, but rather breaking something. So, right before my wedding, I actually broke a nail trying to put on a necklace with a traditional lobster clasp. And as a lifelong nail biter, that was devastating, frustrating, all the emotions. And I went online to search for better alternatives to lobster clasps, and I was really disappointed that nothing better existed. So I created it. So I created a patent pending design that is so much easier to put on and take off than traditional jewelry, and just launched the brand this past February.
Now, I'm looking at this on the note card, and it said something about Vermeil. So it was, what is
Vermeil.
that term? Vermeil. Okay. Oh, it's French, Vermeil. So what, what does that
Vermeil.
mean?
So vermeil is a style of plating that is actually 5 times thicker than traditional plated jewelry, which, as I'm sure we all know, is prone to scratching. You might find that some of your pieces actually wear off after a while. They might even turn your skin green depending on what's underneath. So all of my pieces are designed with sterling silver, which is a great metal if you require hypoallergenic jewelry. And then is covered with gold vermeil, meaning that it's 5 times thicker than plated jewelry. So basically, you're not paying the high price tag of solid gold, but you're also not getting kind of the cheap plated that might scratch or wear off after a period of time. So it's a really nice kind of in between metal quality for anybody who's looking to upgrade their jewelry, but without spending $1 million.
Yeah, congratulations on that because I know that you do have a wide range of items and you have a great price value for what it is that you're doing. Are you excited to have your own jewelry brand? I mean, it sounds pretty phenomenal.
Yes, so it's not something that I set out to do, but rather I was frustrated with what was available on the market, and really admire women who take a frustrating point in their own life, find that it's frustrating for other women and other people in general, and create a solution. And so I'm more so proud of just being able to find a frustrating point that we can make better, because I think women are the ones wearing jewelry, and we're not the ones profiting or benefiting from it. So that point I'm particularly proud of, and it's amazing to have my own brand, even though it wasn't something I set out to do, but it's something I have such passion for, and really love.
And what are your goals and your aspirations for your brand this year?
Yeah, so I work full time while bootstrapping my business. So I am, working 40 plus hours a week, and then spending every spare minute on Clasp. So building the brand, finally getting, my first few sales was so exciting. And now I'm looking forward to growing the brand really significantly, and ultimately having that be my full-time focus. So really excited for that this year. And particularly excited to just, start getting national traction for a brand that I'm so passionate about.
Well, I thank you for trusting your brand to my hands because that's what I love to do. I love celebrating inventors and entrepreneurs. I've been doing it for a long time now. It makes me so happy because I can just imagine. So, what did you end up doing with that nail that day? Did somebody have glue? Like, or did you just kind of walk around and kind of tuck your hand in? I want to know.
Luckily, it was a few days before the wedding, so luckily I had time to get a manicure. But I had been growing my nails out, so I had the picture perfect mani for the big day, and I'm a nail biter, so that was a really big deal. So I had to get tips, unfortunately, for the big day. So it was a little bit clunkier, and not necessarily like that timeless style I was looking for, but for the day, I was certainly kind of trying to hide my nails as much as possible, but made it so much easier getting into my jewelry every day after that, since class was born.
Yeah, it makes a big difference for me too. And I will tell you too that I don't think my dexterity is what it used to be. So I was
Mhm.
actually happy to find your brand as well because you do. It's hard sometimes, when your fingers aren't as nimble anymore, and so it's good. It's a good solution also for someone like me. So I thank you for creating this.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's, it really took a long time to get to exactly the right solution. I certainly had multiple prototypes that I was experimenting with. I had my supplier send me multiple different versions until I got it just right, and it was easy enough to put on with, right now I have tips on, and so making sure it was easy enough to put on while I had tips, and finally got to the right solution. So it took a lot of back and forth, but I was really proud of the fact that we got there.
Well, you definitely should be. So thank you so much for joining us. Wish you all the best, and let's clasp it, right? Ta-da! Thank you
Thank you.
so much. All right, happy journeys to you, Alicia. Thanks for joining us.